Blerd's Eyeview is a proud affiliate of Otaku Noir. Use the code Blerd's Eyeview for 10% off on all items. With a different nerd-themed box filled with items made by talented blerds across the country, you surely will not be disappointed. Go to otakunoir.com. Otaku Noir, the #1 Blerd mystery box company. So, before we get into the content, thank you to Roland Martin for talking about this. Shout out to Hellspawn Cosplay for sharing the video. Tubi has over 74 million subscribers. Why?
Yeah, Kara. Yes, that is a fact.
There's a reason why we are a part of Always Press Record, and our other show, Blerd News Network, is a part of Blerd Station. There's a reason why, and let me explain this in layman's terms. We've seen a lot of black television shows and movies over the years on different networks, right? UPN, Fox, BET,
UPN.
We don't see these anymore. Why? Because our content always becomes the launch pad for something bigger.
Indeed.
Tubi,
Girlfriends.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's always girlfriends and living single. I don't know what friends is. Don't judge me, judge your mama. Tubi has had a lot of black content from a lot of black creators with their movies. They're not good anyway.
But there's a reason why. Yet still.
Yeah.
Everyone went and said, "Hey, check out my movie on Tubi. Check out my movie on Tubi. Check out my movie on Tubi." You're making money for Tubi. And you know what happens to your IP if you made a movie or if you made a television show and you want your people to go see it and support it and everything else and buy into the channel? You don't own the IP anymore.
Nope.
And guess what that means? They can take it off and put it wherever the hell they want. And you just see pennies. This is why you've seen this happen with In Living Color. You've seen it happen with Martin in Living Single. Girlfriends, Rock. You've seen it time and time and time again. BET is probably the biggest proponent of seeing a lot of black content, and then the network goes into the hands of the opposition, and you no longer see said content. We used to have BET News.
And what happened to that?
Actual news coverage.
Actual news, not BS,
not sensationalism.
No, not sensationalism. Actual news coverage.
So
not just entertainment news, like actual what's going on over there in pick a country.
What's going on in pick a country? Exactly. We need to worry about what's going on in our community, and they spoke on that. They talked about that. Roland Martin was a part of that. You know,
we can be talking about 106 in Park and
hold on. 106 in Park was not the reason why things went south. 106 in Park would have people that would come on and try and talk about things that's uplifting the community. They talk about kids volunteering in other places. They would have, I can't remember the girl that used to play the violin but did it to hip. That was not a negative.
No.
That was not what made BET.
What's her name? Ananda Lewis, who had the I think what was it, the Teen Centric show? Talked about
Right. No, I was saying 106 Park was part of the positive side. That's what I was saying. I was saying that, and also with BT News, it was something that was our own that we use as a platform to promote positivity in our community. Trust me, it was never a downfall because you had more people coming to 106 in Park just to see who was on there. And what was the topic of discussion? It was always something positive.
So this is why it's very important when you have networks like Always Press Record and Blerd Station, where not only your content that's done by POC creatives gets shown, you keep your IP. So whenever you want to, whenever you want to leave, you can. and take your content. You can take your content with you. They just ask for distribution in order to make the machine run.
Yeah,
that's it.
Chris, can you tell them who owns Tubi? I want to see
Robert Murdoch or Rupert Murdoch. One of them rich.
Rupert Murdoch, aka
Murdoch
the Fox guy,
the main owner of Fox.
Yep. The whitest of the napkins.
And you're steadily your content away. All these black eyeballs and these POC eyeballs giving their stuff away. You can't keep doing it. One thing we always are creating a launch pad for something other than our own, and that's an issue.
Yep.
Yeah.
I also want to point out. I want to point out. It's not that he's. Yes, the blanketed statement is that he's getting black creators to bring their stuff to him, but it's not quality stuff, and the quality stuff gets buried under them promoting the shittier stuff. Magically, somehow, out of nowhere, we all are seeing these terrible fucking edits of these shows, and that's entertaining. Yes, it's a mess, but it's coming out on a regular fucking basis. It's almost like they're trying to say what they can do. This is what happens when you give them a platform, and I have a severe problem with what's being pushed out by Tubi.
But the crazy part about it was how Roland broke it down. He said, you can hate Fox all you want to, but black creators created it. Black creators created Fox. They created UPN.
Do you realize my relationship with Fox Studios period has never been trustworthy on the strength that they cancel some of the best sci-fi,
Firefly,
some of the best black content, they have some of the best running shows, and somehow they slash it. They burned every piece. New York Undercover, Jesus Christ.
21 Jump Street.
Yep. You killed Martin like he was working on Friday.
Yeah. Like you talk about, oh man, I remember Moesha, I remember this, and I remember the game, and and what happened to him?
Canceled.
Damn, that's right. The game was on. Wow.
Being
on CW.
The only thing they did right was get rid of Homeboys in Outer Space, and they still let that go on too long. But that's another story.
That was the stupidest ass shit I ever saw. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And at that point, I think that was their idea because there ain't no way in hell. So
that was not ran by black people.
How did Ron Johnson go from Hillman to I don't know? Anyway,
it was so funny though because when Roland broke it down, he hit the nail on it because that man's been in media since he was 14. So if anyone knows what's going on, it's definitely him. When he broke it down, I said, "Shit, he is not wrong." They're following the same pattern of what they've done. Here, let's put all the black content on first. We'll bring in this demographic. And as we get them, we're going to slowly start phasing out all of the shows that brought them here. And now we're going to start putting the napkin-centric shows, and you're still going to watch it because it's Fox. And it's
not many people remember or were around when In Living Color was on. A show that was created by the Wayans family. Number one. There was a point, and I was 14, watching this show, and after a while, I stopped seeing Keenan coming out. I stopped seeing Damon. I stopped seeing Sean. And there was a Christmas episode where Jamie Foxx was on the piano and the cast was around him.
Damn,
they were in the back. They were in the back, wearing dark sunglasses, not a smile on their face.
Yeah,
that's because the studio was trying to push them out.
Yep.
And they were trying to make it their own. And that's why that third season, you didn't see them anymore.
Right.
Yep. And the sister would have walked too, but she was on contract.
She was under contract.
Contract.
Yeah, Kim Wayans was stuck.
Because they aired In Living Color during Super Bowl halftime. And when they seen how many people had left one network to watch the In Living Color and seeing the eyes that once again
next year they had Michael Jackson on.
Exactly. That changed the whole halftime show after that.
Yep.
So we're telling you, always press record. Blerd Station, come on over. Bring your content. If you have a manga or if an anime or if you have a live action, if you have a comic, and you want to bring it over and make it a cartoon or make it an anime or turn it into a live action, come over to Blerd Station. If you have something, come over to Always Press Record. They both do the same exact thing. Come over to these networks that's willing to pay you for your content once it gets in that stage. And not only that, you can keep the ownership.
That part.
It's yours. It's yours. It don't go anywhere.
Don't lose it. You don't lose it.
Yeah.
And for the naysayers out there who want to complain that, oh, Blerd Station isn't up and running and it's not this and it's not that, let me break this down to you. You will gravitate quicker to an entity that's already established that don't give a shit about you instead of helping something build so you can say it is your own and you have pride behind it. Because you bullshit artists out here, y'all drive me crazy. Don't complain about, well, we don't have our own. Well, we have our own. Well, it's not enough. Then what the fuck do you want? Or just do me a favor. Stay out of our way because we want to create something that's got history, legacy, and people can stand behind and be proud. And they don't lose their shit to these corporations who never gave a damn about you. They just want your eyeballs on their content. Okay? And I'm saying as an old man over 50. You can come at me if you want. I don't care. But the fact is the fact. We all sat down watching Fox at one point and then we stopped. Now you're watching Tubi. You want to come at me about that one? Okay.
It's the same thing.
And
you're doing the same. I sat back and to see, I'm like, okay, everybody talk about Tubi. Let's see what's going on with this Tubi. I can count on my hand how many times I've actually looked at this network.
I spent 5 minutes.
It was, and you know what? It was never for the movies. My wife seen it for the movies. I'm like, this shit is horrible.
I can't even count how many times I've done it. It's all.
My wife, I'm like, we didn't have that kind of equipment. We had an iPhone. I got an iPhone. I shot better.
But they don't understand that the fact that they're gravitating to this, all you're doing is feeding the next monster.
If I see one more person with a pistola pull a curved bullet move,
oh my god,
he said a pistola.
I mean,
man, I watch Doctor Who on Roku, okay, and I watch it for free. It's not giving Tubi shit.
Like they and that was the free stuff. I was just like, that was one thing. The other thing is I seen the updated RoboCop from the 2010s somewhere. With Sam Jackson. And I seen that, and then I seen an episode of Sanford and Son. That was it.
But they just
it.
But that's the crazy part. Like Navy said, it is amazing when you have Blerd Station coming out and folks will still complain. It's like, I'm sorry, did you expect this plethora of content when you immediately signed on to it? And even that you're a content creator, why don't you, I don't know, add to it? You can add to it. You can become part of it.
It's literally a blank slate canvas. You could be the first people on it. If you are that, okay, I don't mean to curse at y'all, but
no, this Capricorn month, do it.
Here, hold on.
You can
unload as long as you don't hit anything in the ship.
No, if you are such hot shit, bring your weak shit. You've got weak shit in the back somewhere. I'm sure you do.
Preach.
Bring it over and let's see what happens. Because if your weakest content has gotten you to this point, send it over. You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose.
But you can't complain about the harvest if you ain't putting in the work.
And now it's that just in everything the game, especially after 3 years.
Preach.
Everything the game.
Preach.
You know what I'm saying? You can be a part of the ground floor going up rather than looking at it going up.
But you can't complain.
I say all of this to say, come to Blerd Station.
Please.
Always press record. Put your content where it matters, where it can be seen, where it can be appreciated, where you can still own it.
Don't make the next napkin rich.
That part.
Sometimes the best route is the route untraveled. And let's just face it. When you see, I can tell you, me and Montel and Will, we can tell you over and over again how many times we've seen this formula consistently. And they keep doing it. They keep doing it. They keep doing it. And it's like, that's why I've never trusted Fox. I'm like, why do y'all cancel good stuff?
I didn't trust Fox the moment they call themselves a news channel.
Yeah.
Y'all
cancel good stuff. Like, what do y'all cancel?
That part.
Y'all cancel the good stuff. Why? And then to find out, you showed Firefly out of order. You showed Almost Human out of order.
Another good show.
Wait, Almost Human was on Fox?
Yeah, it was on Fox.
Yeah. I knew it was sci-fi. Wow.
And I only watched Almost Human because I'm like, hey, that's Carl Urban. Whatever he's in tends to be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I'm thinking about something totally.
And let's not forget Charmed.
Charmed.
That was another one. Yeah.
Y'all killed the show.
Charmed was on CW.
We live in different states.
Charmed was on CW.
Charmed was on.
CW.
No, it was CW. I'm sorry.
WB or whatever. Yeah.
I'm sorry. It was 2 letters. My bad. It's 2 letters. Either way.
But
I got confused with Almost Human too. I thought something else that you talking about.
So they cancel a lot. Hell, they killed the Mutant franchise. It took Ryan Reynolds to save it.
Pretty much. Well, that's Bryan Singer's fault, but that's a whole other story.
That's a whole nother rabbit hole. So I think we're done on our soapbox, right?
Nah.
We're going to come back to it.
We're going to put a bookmark on it.
It'll eventually come back, but
we'll bookmark this.
Because we're going to have to keep telling the people, Blerd Station, always first record. Go join up. We're there.
I just want one more thing. Y'all, the queens, y'all, keep flocking to where the white people and the money is, when you could be making your own money over here and not have to be beholden to somebody that don't get your shit.
Since I don't have the rights to play the song, let the dollar circulate.
They love your money. They love your attention. They don't love you.
So there it is.